Welcome back, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry, I want to remind you once again that you are still on the hold before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair, over to you.
Mr. Bacheli, you're welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am.
There was council, there were additional documents. Let me have all of them and admit them in a bundle.
We apply.
Or do I admit this ones? No. Then you admit that one. We admit that one.
Okay.
Mr. Bacheli, is this the SR number for the lease between BCC and Momodu Bari? Is it 2017 or 2018? As is, because it's not clear. The photocopying is not clear.
Can I
yes, please just confirm for me whether it's 17 or 18. In the document it's 17, but I don't know whether it was registered on the 2018. Up the SR number. Is it 2018 or 2017?
It's 18.
It's 18?
Yeah.
But in the document it's 2017. If you read the first line, the agreement is made between BCC.
Okay.
What is the date? Is it 2017 or 2018? What I see there is 2017. Is that correct? Up in the line. Start reading it. Up. You see?
Yeah, this lease made on the 10th of July. Then, I'm not saying properly, 2007. 2007. I think I need to confirm this now.
Well, let me admit it. So when you
because I'm seeing 2007.
Is it 7 or 17?
7.
7.
You say 7.
All right. Let me have it.
But I'll make a confirmation of this.
Yes, okay. Let me have it and admit it. A lease dated the 10th of July 2007 registered with SR number 250/2018 volume 28 MD. The lease is between Banjul City Council and Momodu Bari Trading as Ibs Nafa Enterprise. That is the first lease. The second lease is a supplemental lease agreement with SR number 231/2017, volume 27 MD, and is dated 13th of June 2017. And the lease is between Banjul City Council and Nasim Trading Company Limited as the lessee. The third lease is a long-term lease agreement between Banjul City Council and State Inter-Trade Company Limited. And it is dated the 38th day of October 2017. The third document is a payment voucher dated the 25th of January 2022, and the payee is Mohammed Cham, Finance Manager. The details are the payment is for the disbursement as allocation for the payment of 3 days per diem allowances for the trekking on a steering committee retreat at ABC Creek Lodge. And the sum total paid to the payee according to this voucher is 417,879. A payment voucher dated the 23rd of March 2022. The payee is Petrogas, and it's being payment for the purchase of fuel coupons for supply on local transport and fuel for motorbikes at the beach, including the security patrols. These documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/013.
As the commission places. We also have the steering committee.
Council Kamara, can you cross-check whether my last exhibit number is 013? Because I just said 013, I don't know whether we have already gotten 013. So it will be correct, 013. Thank you.
We apply to take the following documents. Steering committee allowance payment, monthly allowance payment of $7,500 each for the month of January, from January 2023 to January 2024. And attached is the allowance policy. We have the Banjul City Council account details as submitted by the former BCC CEO. We also have pictures from a town hall meeting or various town hall meetings. Mr. Budget, is that correct?
I think this was just one meeting.
One meeting?
Yeah.
Adopted?
Yeah, sample, yeah.
In 2022. All to be admitted to evidence and marked as exhibits. Mr. Bachele, we will sort this out later.
Okay.
The remaining ones.
Okay.
Because some are not very clear, you can't read them, they are not legible. They're not legible, sorry.
A steering committee list for the period 1st February 2021 to 30th of December 2022, and attached to this list is the allowance policy. The policy is dated 23rd of December 2019 and is signed by the witness, CEO, Banjul City Council, together with the project coordinator for CityLink Austin Banjul. The second document is the Banjul City Council bank details. And the fourth document is pictures for a town hall meeting dated the 12th of February 2022 at Dobson Street in Banjul South constituency. These documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MB/014.
As a commission places. Now, Mr. Bacheli, the allowance for the Ostend project, it was $7,500 a month?
Initially,
And it was increased?
yeah, at some point it was increased.
How much was your allowance before the increase a month?
I think it was 75, something like that.
Said it's how much, your allowance?
Initially it was 75. Oh, if I'm not.
How was the allowance decided in the first place as to how much each of you should be paid by way of allowance?
It was a decision that was made at the steering committee meeting.
So, do you have minutes of that meeting?
Okay, I'll write them out.
You don't have it?
So I'll check it out.
Okay. So members of the steering committee decided that they will pay themselves $7,500. Is that correct?
Yes.
And why did you decide that amount?
Well, it was an amount that was thought to be, at that time, for the initial takeoff period, as reasonable.
For every month. Why pay every month allowance?
Because we used to meet. Every month we used to have meetings.
But you have your monthly allowance, your meeting allowance, correct?
Our monthly?
When you meet every month, are you paid allowance?
Yes.
Every month, when you meet, you are given an allowance.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So why are you given a lump sum as well at the end of the month?
It was a decision of the committee to have it
I understand that.
paid on that way.
Because I see your allowance policy.
Yes.
And which you guys came up with. It says that work on weekends, $750 for work during a non-working day. Yes, Saturday, Sunday, or recognized national holiday, correct?
Yes.
You have stakeholders transport reform, that's $750. Training and workshop allowance, $1,000. You have report writer, $10,000. Resource person, $5,000. Volunteers monthly allowance, $3,500. Correct?
Yeah.
Evaluation review, 2,500. Steering committee, monthly allowance, 7,500. Steering committee sitting allowance, $1,000. So you have a sitting allowance.
Yes.
And every month you sit once.
It
right?
depends. At times, maybe once or twice.
Whenever you sit, you are paid $1,000.
Yes.
Then what is the 7,500 for?
That's for the month.
What for the month? You've already been paid for the work you do. As you have a committee, when you sit, you are paid $1,000. Why would you pay yourself 7,500? What's the justification?
That's a sitting allowance for the whole month.
No, the sitting allowance is $1,000.
Yeah.
So why 7,500 to be paid again at the end of the month? So if you meet 5 times in a month, you have $5,000 as sitting allowance.
Yes.
And then you will still be paid $7,500.
Yes.
Why is that?
We thought it was fit.
Now explain to us. Give us justification.
Yeah,
What is the 7,500 for?
That was pegged as the monthly allowance.
Monthly allowance for doing what?
For being in the project steering committee.
So by just being a member of the steering committee, you have 7,500 a month.
Yeah, and making decisions on behalf of the project.
Many?
Making decisions on behalf of the project.
That's why you are paid $1,000 for that. Yeah, per sitting. You make decisions during sittings, correct?
Yes.
So what is the issue? What is 7,500 for?
Like I said, the council, we just thought at that particular point in time that it was something that was befitting.
Yeah, I did not say it's not befitting. I'm just trying to see what the reasoning is. So if you have the 7,500 as an allowance per month, why pay yourself $1,000 for sitting allowance?
Well, that could be questioned. That could be questioned.
That's why I'm questioning it. Now, as the CEO, because you are in charge of the finance of council, and this is income under the Act, the Finance and Audit Act, is classified as council's income, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So
Funds.
Council funds, of course. So now, why would you have 2 types of allowances for doing one work?
Well, we just thought at that particular point in time that, like I said, it was befitting.
So that's the justification for it?
Not really.
All right. And I see that at some point you were earning 15,000?
Yes.
Why was that? Well, what informed the increment? Amabi today is the deputy mayor?
Yes, deputy mayor.
Was also paid $12,000?
Was paid 12,000, yes.
Usman Job, who is he?
Is the project coordinator, Banjul Austin.
Also paid $12,000?
Yes.
Makumba Sane?
Yes.
What is Makumba Sane doing in your committee?
I was representing the mayor.
How about the deputy mayor?
The deputy mayor was the councillor representing the ward.
Was representing?
The ward. Because the project is located at Crab Island Ward. And he's the councillor of the ward.
No. BCC Austin project is it's not just Crab Island.
Yeah.
So you don't have ward members representing each ward. You shouldn't have that. That's not the criteria.
Yeah, but that was the thinking.
No.
That was the criteria applied.
Representing Crab Island Ward to do what? Listen.
And he sits in the steering committee by virtue of being the direct representative of the people of that ward.
Who said that?
I said that was the thinking.
Who's thinking?
All of us when we sat down.
No, but the development or the project, City Link Banjul Austin project, is not classified into wards, is it?
No.
Exactly.
So
you don't have.
Should be for all of Banjul.
Exactly. So you don't have various members from each ward to come and represent their interests. You don't have that in this project. It's not a ward-based project. It's a city-based project, correct?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so Omar B. J. Ture is the deputy mayor. So Makumba Sane cannot represent the mayor in any function. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, now I agree with that.
Mr. Wachini, you should have agreed with this before. The law says that Makumba Sane cannot do that because there is a deputy. The deputy mayor is what you have in the Act, which reads, in the absence of the mayor, the deputy mayor acts, correct?
Yeah.
And assumes the role of the mayor.
Yeah.
It didn't say Makumba Sane or anybody holding the position of Makuma Sane. So why do you have to have him?
Yeah, that's the rationale behind why he was selected. That's
Who decided to have him there?
The mayor decided to bring him over to represent her.
Okay.
I do understand now that he's talking about, yes, the deputy mayor should have been the sole representative.
You know that the deputy mayor steps in for the mayor. That is 101. That's 101.
In many cases, yes.
All cases.
But in some...
You too can represent the mayor in certain functions, of course. As CEO, you're a high-ranking officer, but not Makuma Sane. Certainly not Makuma Sane.
But that was different from the individual that was selecting Makuma Sane to represent her on some of these bodies.
So the committee was formed by the mayor. Was constituted by the mayor, the committee.
I would say the second committee, she was instrumental in the selection of the first committee.
The first you did?
The first I was instrumental in it.
You were? What does that mean, you were instrumental?
Yeah, like we decided over who should have been represented.
You and who?
Pardon?
You and who?
Myself with her. We sat down and designated the first standing
So
committee.
when you say the second, the mayor is the one who appointed. The first committee, Makuma Sane was still there.
Yes, so that's the reason why I told you that was the rationale. He should be there to represent me.
No, you said the second one. That's why I said Makuma Sane's name featured in the first aspect.
Yeah, even with the first one, that was the rationale, that he should have been there to represent the mayor.
Now, you increased your allowances as well. And what is the basis? Who increased the allowances?
We decided as a committee to increase it.
Who was present? All of you guys present. This is the 5-man committee?
The 5-man committee.
When you downsized the number. Number, so you tried to increase.
Yes.
What was the rationale?
Well, the rationale was that, some members of the committee had already been egged out. So then those of us who were there.
So you need to get the money that was going to them to come to you.
Yes.
Mr. Bacheli, it doesn't work that way. It can't work that way.
And then also the fact that the project too was taking another turn. Because especially after the expiry of the contracts of the previous project team.
Doing the same job, you downsized, get the money paid to those people, you paid to yourself. Mr. Bacheli was wrong. You have no mandate to do this. The steering committee doesn't have a mandate to decide their own allowance. You can decide to pay yourself $50,000 a month.
Yeah, but that was the reason why we came up with the allowance policy that wherever there was a need or
come again,
where there was a need to have it increased, we take it from the policy point of view. And then secondly, like I was telling you,
but the policy is not law. The policy was formulated by you people, correct?
Yeah, but initially I was trying to explain that after the expiry of the contracts of the project team, a substantial part of the work to be done was still there to be done, and then we became very instrumental in speeding up that process.
Which process?
Of getting most of the elements of the program,
which element? Which program are you talking about? Awarding contracts unlawfully, illegally, bypassing procedure? Is that what you're talking about?
With the project.
That's what I'm saying. You are paying yourselves and not even doing the job correctly.
No, but I'm talking about the projects that were implemented under the EU project.
Implemented wrongly. What do you call implementation? That's the question.
I would say, from what I've encountered, I would say that most of the procurement under the project.
The KMFT Technologies contract was not tendered, correct?
Okay, with that one, I think I had explained to you earlier on.
Dems trading, that's what I'm saying,
Dems trading.
of Dems trading, no procurement process followed, correct?
Dems trading.
Mr. Dem?
KMF.
Mr. Dem has no experience.
With those ones, if you could recall earlier on, I had agreed with you.
I don't know.
But then since that's the reason why we decided to look for the rest of the areas that we are supposed.
Listen, I'm just trying to tell you, so many of the projects did not go right. Did not follow due process. That's what I'm trying to say. WAPS the same thing. The MOU between Banjul State Link and Bolo Association, same thing. Correct? No proper procedure was followed. No one can even tell you the work Bolo did in accordance with your MOU. They testified here. And you paid $1.7 million. JIDA Trading, JIDA General Trading, you paid $2,268,900. Compliance, yes.
JIDA was compliant. The procurement was compliant.
No. It was not.
There has an approval from GBB.
Look, get us the supporting documents for JIDA.
Okay, sure. And also,
you have the
Eco Farm.
You have the drawing of Crab Island Master Plan.
That one too.
$110,000. Different payments to Jobot Construction and SM Bio Construction and GAM Engineering.
No, those ones. If you could recall earlier on, I agreed with you.
No, I'm just trying to name you the various projects that the steering committee flouted all the rules, or most of the rules.
But how about the ones that we got right?
I'm not concerned about those ones.
And I would say they were in the majority.
No. Give us the list.
Because
give us a breakdown of all the projects that were awarded, and you justify each. You realize you did not.
Can I list them verbally or I have to write them?
No. Bring us a list of all the projects.
Okay.
And the ones you have followed procedure, you bring us the required documentation.
Okay.
Now, I think we also requested that you bring us the statement of account for the project account, the withdrawals therein as well. We know withdrawals were made without, even by the project coordinator, withdrawals were made without justification.
Covering which period?
Throughout the time you were there.
The two bank statements.
Yes, please. Mr. Bachili, what do you do in these town hall meetings? What is the purpose of the town hall meeting?
The town hall meetings are basically two components.
They are?
They had two components.
Two components.
Yeah.
Number one?
Information-wise, one was to give the residents a thorough understanding of what the project was meant to address, all the thematic areas. And also, it was used also as a platform for the citizens to make inquiries about service deliveries.
Okay. And so, do you have reports after each town hall meeting? A reporting mechanism to see what was done and what is achieved at the end of the activity?
I would not say that there were written reports after such meetings. I think it was mostly video, recordings of the meetings.
Mr. Bashir, was there a financial report? I think I asked you earlier for the project as well.
Yeah, I had submitted those ones.
The financial report for each year.
I had submitted it earlier on.
What we admitted in evidence is the council's account details. But I actually wanted to ask you, can I be availed the exhibit 104, 014, please?
Yes, but just for the witness to answer, that you did not submit the financial statement, did you?
I submitted financial reports
For the project?
for the project, yeah. Recently, when we just started, yes. Those are the ones I covered with white blank paper.
You submitted council's account details.
Yeah,
And in fact, I highlighted, just a minute, I highlighted because this absolutely shows nothing with respect to the financial transactions. What you have here, I'm going to give you the document to read us through and to see whether we can have any understanding of what has happened when it comes to financial transaction in these accounts. You've listed the banks, which is okay, but there is no evidence of any financial transaction in this document that you have sent.
I believe the witness is talking about these documents.
Yeah,
Yes, but I want to ask the witness this.
Not admitted, yes.
Yes. Sorry. So I just want you to tell me the relevance of this document.
Okay, my understanding was that it was to do with information regarding the accounts, the numbers, the ones that were closed and open. That was my understanding.
But there is no information on that
But
document to show us.
Okay,
To tell us anything, because these are just you just listed the names of the bank and perhaps the account numbers and nothing else.
Okay,
Because it's not telling us whether these were closed, when were they closed, when were they open.
Yeah, it's here, ma'am.
Is there?
It's there.
Can you please take us through?
Okay,
Just give examples.
You have, for example, the first one,
Yes.
basic, just a sample.
Yes.
It gives the name, by City Council. It gives the account number.
Yes.
Can
you read the when you get to the date of opening and date of closure? Can you highlight that?
Okay, it's here. Date of, for example, this one, the date of opening was 24th August 2018.
Yes, closure.
It's still not closed.
It's not closed.
For example, it's still in use.
That is basic.
That's basic.
Yes.
So the rest.
How many accounts did you maintain in basic?
About four different accounts.
4 different accounts.
Yes.
What is the denomination of the 4 different accounts?
In the date.
The denomination of the 4 different accounts. The account type. Whether it's DMD, whether it's...
Okay, it's not the second one for basic was called the development fund, BCC development fund.
Yes, what is the denomination?
I don't get you if you ask me about the denomination.
What is it? Is it a GMD account or a foreign exchange account? How do we know?
Okay.
Yes.
That was not specified because these are all local, in local currency.
These are all local currencies.
Local currencies.
Yes, but if we did not ask you, we will not be able to know from this whether they are GMD or.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let me have it. Let me just ask you one more question on that document. Now, for instance, if you look at Basic Bank number 4, you did indicate that for EU projects on the account status.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you say account status? But nothing was reflected on the 1, 2, 3. But for 4, you indicated account status. And for 5, you did not have any indication as to what it is. And then you indicated contact as the last column. And there is no information on the contacts on that last column for 1, 2, and you have 3, which is not clear, and you have 4, which is indicating I don't know whether this is manager or, because this one also there is nothing clear on that. So we wouldn't know what it is about, which we will want you to provide the clear copy for us to know what it contains.
Okay,
and for all the subsequent ones, the last column doesn't have any indication as to what are the details that are supposed to be contained on that last column. And for this second to last column, on all of these accounts also. There is no narration as to what should be there,
Okay.
right?
Okay,
And
I'll take
it also goes for the opening and the closure for Trust Bank, EcoBank, FIB, Zenith Bank, Mega Bank, Guaranteed Trust Bank, for all of that.
Okay, I can have it and then have it upgraded.
All right. So you can proceed, Council.
Actually, yes, we have seen the financial report, but we have just gathered through the period of the report so that we have it admitted for each folder.
Sorry to Mr. Bacheli.
Yes, ma'am.
Exhibit 014.
Yeah.
Where you have the policy. Do you have a separate policy for BCC? You had a policy for BCC different from this policy that you attached?
May I know which policy you're referring to?
The policy that was read to you by council just some few minutes ago.
That's for the project.
Yes, that's for the project.
Yes.
Now, I just want to find out, why did you have to have a policy just specific for the project when it is supposed to be one fund, BCC fund? Was this not supposed to have been governed by the BCC policy, the general policy that you have? Issues of allowances and all that?
Yes, your point is valid, but then we're looking at it from a different point of view in the sense that if you're looking at the contract, the project agreement itself.
Now, was this policy sanctioned by the EU project team?
They were part of it.
They were part of it?
Yes.
Were they paid allowance?
Yeah, they also paid some of the allowances.
Thank you. All right, you can go through and let us. But did you have an actual policy for BCC?
With regards to the project, you mean?
No.
Or generally?
Yes.
We have our own for BCC.
Covering which period to which period?
No, that's general.
General policy.
That's the general policy.
Can you please note it so that you can bring us the policy?
Okay, ma'am, maybe I can just make an intervention in terms of making things clear. Like for BCC, for example, our allowances are governed by that of the finance manual, in the sense that whenever we have a need to increase, for example, allowances for council or committees, it is made through the budget and then submitted to the ministry for endorsement. I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I understand what you mean. But for these issues, you agree with me that it will be contained in the policy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let us just have the policy and we'll see, we will look at it.
Okay.
Vis-a-vis with what is in the manual.
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Lead Council,
Yes.
I think
sir.
this period covers 2019 to 2022.
You can just write it on the page.
Can I, Lead Council? I can.
Yes, we can present. We apply to tender the financial report for the project for the period. That is the expenditure verification, correct?
Yeah.
For the period 2019 to 2022. All of it.
Yeah.
And Chair, together, in addition to that, we have the Banjul City Council Strategic Plan for 2019 to 2022.
Okay. Yeah. Before I admit these documents, Mr. Savacheli,
Yes, ma'am.
the interim financial report for the period 1st September 2021 to 31st December 2022. In the narration where you have the implementation period of the contract,
Yeah.
the end time
Yeah.
as contained in the implementation period is 1st of December, not end December 31st.
Okay.
I will admit these documents, but please provide us with a comprehensive printout of the transactions.
Okay, let me know.
Thank you. Yes.
Soft copy?
Yeah, I'll get it from Mohammed Cham. He has the soft copy.
Yes, if we can have the soft copy.
The interim financial report covering the period 1st September 2021 to 31st December 2022, which also at the same time indicated on the narration part the implementation period of the contract, which covers from 2nd December 2019 to 1st December 2022, which is in a bundle, and the expenditure verification for the project, which is cash and cash equivalent stroke expenditure verification. This covers the period 25th of March 2020 to 31st of December 2022. And also, in addition, please provide us with the statement, the correct statement, because this one is starting off at 25th of March 2020.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Perhaps, when did the project start? When was the start of?
It started in 2019, end of 2019.
So please give us the correct, statement
Okay.
from the inception.
Maybe if I could just request for the soft copy, which you have.
Yes, so
everything.
we compare it with what you have submitted.
Yes. All right.
Which is the, please note it is the one on the expenditure verification.
Okay.
And it has to be up to the time this audit report, which is the management data for the audit of EU Banjul Osten, covering the period 1st January. That should be before 1st January.
Yeah.
Up to April 2020. We can have up to December 31st, 2023.
23, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. And the last document is the final Banjul City Council Strategic Plan 2019 to 2022. It is dated, October 2018. These documents are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MB/105.
Ask the Commission, please. Now,
015, sorry.
yes, that's commercial places. Now, Mr. Bachele, we discussed that you authorized, or you guys decided to issue yourself loans from the project team, correct?
I'll call it salary advance.
You call it salary advancement. You don't have salary. How could you have advancement? You have allowances. You don't have salary.
Yeah, because anyway.
Do you have? No, Mr. Bajali. At no time should you think that you cannot express yourself. I have said this. I don't want to repeat that. You are the one that is answering questions. You are the CEO.
Yeah, the reason why
You're the ones to answer this question. So, if I were you, like you've always done, try to answer the questions and provide explanations to the commission.
Yeah, okay, that was because we call it salary advance in the sense that it was supposed to have been paid within a period of 11 months. That's less than a year.
That's why I said it's not a salary. You have allowance, you don't have salary.
That's what we called it.
No,
but then somebody else will call it simply a loan.
No. We go by the terminology.
Yeah.
You don't have a salary as per the project. You are paid by BCC.
Yes.
And because you have another assignment, whatsoever, you now create allowances for yourselves.
Yes.
So you don't have a salary. BCC pays you a salary. Your work at BCC is what pays you a salary, correct?
Yep.
Good. So why would you give yourself loans? Or advances, or allowance advances? Why?
Yeah, it was done in collaboration with the project team itself across the board. We were all given the loans of, I think we had 33,000 each. I forgot what the project team had, but then...
Was this in the budget?
Pardon?
Do you have a budget for this?
We took it from the...
Do you have a budget for this?
No, there was no budget specific for this then.
You equally gave yourselves bonuses, festive bonuses for Tobaski or Christmas, Muslim or Christian fest, correct?
Yeah, but that was not for us. That was for the mostly the support staff.
No. Which support staff is that?
The support staff, those who are in admin, those who are in the technical side.
Yeah, are they entitled to a bonus?
Yeah, but then this was agreed between between us and the project coordinator in Austin.
Who?
It was agreed between Banjul and Austin.
Mr. Bachin,
bearing in mind
it's
that
not as if whatever the people from Austin say is going to be acted upon. You yourself will even be suggesting most of these things. That is the reality. The steering committee will be coming up with all these allowances and bonuses. Are you entitled to a bonus? Or is anyone entitled to a bonus by virtue of the project?
Yeah, I am giving you the genesis of how it came.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's wrong. I'm saying that genesis should not even arise in the first place. As CEO, you look at the budget, expenditures are supposed to be strictly in accordance with the budget. That's what the law says, right?
Yeah. But then the reason why I agreed to it was the fact that the project coordinator in Austin supported the idea.
You know more than the project coordinator.
Because of the good work that they were doing during that period.
You know more than the project coordinator, Mr. Bacheli. You are the chief executive officer, the person who is supposed to steer the affairs of the area council, manage its finances. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So therefore, you know that you can't give bonuses. You know what that bonus is? You can't give bonuses.
Maybe the long terminology was used.
It doesn't matter. You can't give free money.
It was lead council. I would not say it was free money.
It's free money.
The support staff that enjoyed the bonus, they were very hard working.
It doesn't matter.
Getting towards the end.
That's not the point. You guys should stop trying to suggest that money rules are flouted because the people that benefited are hardworking or they deserve it. No, we want you to follow the rules. Why the rules followed?
Yeah, but for
is it in the budget?
For my side, I think I'm just telling you what precipitated this happening.
No, is it
That's what I'm
budgeted
just
for?
explaining.
Is it budgeted for?
Purposely to give people bonuses?
Purposely for the issue we are talking about.
No, I will not say it was budgeted.
So it is not budgeted.
No, it was not budgeted.
Good. So when you gave a bonus to the beach team for the Tobaski Feast, $90,000. Do you have retirement for this as well?
Pardon?
Do you have retirement for this?
Do I have a what?
Is there a retirement for this?
I'll have to check. I'm not too sure about that.
So there's a high chance there are no retirement for this.
I would
You
also,
have a bonus?
I would also highly believe that it was retired. Or it was like recorded.
You have bonus for Tobaski, $129,000.
Yeah.
Payment of monthly personal allowance as bonus in citation of the Tobaski Feast, $59,000. Monthly allowance to support staff, Christmas bonus, $30,000. You have another payment of monthly allowance to support staff as Christmas bonus. That's Annette Kamara. Annette Kamara is not Christian. Correct?
I don't know.
Of course you know, Mr. Bachelor.
No, really.
Of course you know.
I'm not close. I'm not.
You don't have to be close to the camera. If someone is to be entitled to a bonus by a virtue of religious faith, you should be able to verify whether they are Christians or Muslims.
Yeah, the proposal for the bonus it came from the project team. So I would
Actually,
not know
you
whether
are the CEO. You are the one who is here. You are the one to say this cannot happen. I told you. You, Director of Finance, Mayor, you and Council, General Council, you are the ones to say this is an irregular process. It's financial mismanagement. It cannot happen.
Are you talking about the individual who's supposed to be a non-Muslim Christian?
I'm talking about so many factors that are wrong. Number one, you don't have it in the budget. Number two, you are giving bonuses for the wrong reasons. Number three, you have Christmas Tobaski bonus. And number four, you even mistakenly have bonuses for people that are not meant to have a bonus for that. If at all is in fact justifiable. I'm just saying everything about this thing is wrong. You get it?
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
Exactly, because if you say Tobaski bonus and people are entitled to Tobaski bonus, I'm supposing you are giving it to the people who are celebrating Tobaski, correct?
Yeah.
Or do you rule it out to everybody?
No, it should not be for everybody.
Yes, because the way I see the Banjul one,
I mean, only for people who are Muslims.
1/6 for government, whether it's Tobaski also, everybody is paid.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the way you guys roll your bonuses out is only for people who are celebrating a certain feast, correct?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I am pointing the irregularity out. I celebrate Tobaski. I do. Every single year. I do. So if I want to have 1/6 favors me a lot. But for your specific purpose, Mr. Bachelor, it is not budgeted for is one. It's wrong to give bonuses from project money. You know it. Correct? It's wrong. Is that not the case?
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you paid 7,462.44 euros. You see, you have $10,000 is payment to Adam Afai, secretary, for Christmas bonus. You know Adam Afai?
Yeah, I know.
She's a Christian.
No, she's not a Christian.
You have Katim Ture, the director of planning.
Yes.
Payment of monthly allowance to support staff as Christmas bonus. He needs the money for Christmas?
No, not also for a Christian.
Is he celebrating Christmas?
No, he's not a Christian.
You have Mohamed Cham, the finance manager, who was paid Christmas bonus.
Yes.
$90,000. But that's for the beach team. It says the beach. Which team is this?
They were the ones responsible for the coconuts.
The coconut. How many of them?
I cannot remember straight away how many of them there were.
And you don't have retirements for this. Can you please write it down? We need all the retirements for this.
the timings.
But they are bonuses, so you wouldn't have retirements. But evidence of receipt.
Okay, evidence of doing work or receipt of the monies.
Yes. To all of them. We are trying to see whether we can get the money back, Mr.
Sorry.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Bacheli.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, in addition to the bonuses that you paid, a stationery supplier was paid 1,311,000. Please write that. 300,000.
Yeah.
1 million. Please write it. 311,300 dollars, which are a stationery supplier.
Yeah, that's them trading.
Huh?
That's them trading also.
He was the one that was paid this 1 million.
No, I just want to help you when you said the stationery. Was it the
Yes, you will provide us with the information. I just want to, let me just finish asking my question.
Okay.
Yes. He was paid this amount for delivering unrelated goods to you. And there were no documentation, and the entire transactions were questionable transactions, right? And a further 259,500 for the purchase of mobile phones, of which the personnel were not identified. So you can also provide us with the list of those people that the project provided mobile phones for.
Okay.
All right?
In
which you expended 259,500.
Okay, can you kindly go back to the first one?
The first one is 1,311,300. 1,311,300. This was paid to a supplier, a stationery supplier.
Them trading.
For delivering unrelated goods.
That's them trading, is it?
Yes, you will provide. Yes, them trading. You will provide us with. I won't say whether it's them or it's.
I have all the information.
Yes,
on them,
okay, provide us
on
with.
them trading.
All right, just in relation to that, and also the fact that $1,108,500 was paid for these town hall meetings, which you knew were not related to activities of the project. Why did you have to spend this money on these town hall meetings, which are not related to any of the project activities?
Okay, like I had earlier on explained to the lead council that the town hall meetings.
The what?
The town hall meetings.
Yes.
Enable the council to talk to the residents of Banyo also about the EU project. Because of then, it was like, it did not have a lot of visibility then. So it was like a good opportunity to explain to them what the 5 thematic areas of the EU project were
Was it included in the project document? That is the technical proposal?
For the town hall meetings?
No, because what the auditors are saying, this expenditure is not related to anything that concerns the project. So now I am asking you whether what you are saying is captured in the technical proposal of the project, in the technical document of the project, not proposal anymore because you have implemented the project. So in the technical write-up,
yes.
were these activities captured?
You mean before the commencement of the project or what?
No. Mr. Bacheli,
Yeah.
for you to implement a project,
Yeah.
you agree with me that you will have both a financial
Exactly.
and a technical
financial
proposal.
proposal. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you have the financial bit, which tells you how much the project is going to cost, and the technical bit, which tells you what are the activities that you are going to carry on. So I am asking you, on the technical document where these activities contained in that document to show you that you must expend money on these activities.
You mean the town hall meetings?
Yes.
Okay, now I understand your question very well.
Yes.
No, it was not part of...
So that is why the auditors are querying you. They are saying that you expended $1,108,500
yes.
on related matters to the project.
Okay, let me.
So is that correct? Are we in the same line now?
Yeah, it was not.
So it is money that you have wrongly spent, correct?
Well, technically, yes.
No. Don't put in that technical issue there. Is it money that you have wrongly spent?
I would agree with you in the sense that, like you have explained, it was not part of the proposals.
Is it now wrongly spent?
Well, you can say it was wrongly spent based on the fact that it was not stipulated over there.
So now, the last question before I hand you over to lead counsel, the 496,000, which is paid as extra bonus, is it one and the same with what lead counsel has discussed?
I beg your pardon?
There is a 496,000 bonus that is paid.
In total?
In total?
Yeah.
Is it one and the same or they are different bonuses?
Somewhere town does Christmas.
So I want to please write it down. I want you to clarify whether this bonus and the one that was discussed by the lead counsel are one and the same. If they are one and the same, we want you to provide the documents evidencing these bonuses that are paid. If they are different, please also provide document so that we will be able to distinguish the two. Thank you. Now, just one last question. The fuel for the project, the steering committee was receiving both from BCC and the project. Is that correct?
Fuel for the steering committee?
Yes.
No, we are not receiving fuel from the project.
You are not receiving fuel from the project.
No.
Now, give us evidence of the $748,800. No, take it. Let me take it again. It's 755,934.87.
Yeah.
Which is fuel purchased.
754.
755,000.
Okay, 755,000.
984.87.
Okay.
This is fuel that is paid to you people. So please provide us with evidence of this, because it cannot be traced in the fuel logbook or duplicate coupons cannot be provided to substantiate this amount that was paid for fuel.
Yeah, Ma, can I make a question? This is supposedly paid to who specifically?
The project team.
It was paid to the project team.
Yes.
So you want to have a verification?
Evidence, yes, verification. And please confirm to us during this period whether BCC was not paying fuel to you at the same time.
No, but
because the project team is the top management of BCC, right?
No, but that's the next question I was going to ask. Which period does this cover?
The period of the project.
Pardon?
The period of the project.
The period of the project.
Yes. That is 1st January 2020 to 31st of April 2024. Did you get it now?
I get it.
Okay. Yes, Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Bacheli, you recall or remember the contract with these people, Jalan Kolong?
Yes.
They were said to be bankrupt. after receiving $2,507,880.68 buttons. You recall this?
Yes, I recall it.
So they never fulfilled the contract that was awarded to them
Yes.
for the rehabilitation of the Crab Island building.
Yeah.
Do you recover this amount?
No, it's still not recovered.
Why is that?
Because it involved a lot of legalities here and there with GPPA.
A lot of legalities.
And then eventually I left, so I don't really know the situation as of now.
But why were they awarded the contract?
They went through the process. We went through the GPPA process with them. And they won the award. They won the bid.
Did you ascertain their financial capabilities?
And they had also provided initially financial guarantee.
They did not. They did not.
I have something here to show.
Okay,
if you don't mind. Okay, I have to check it out because I've got the file here on them. Everything on Jalo Kolong is here.
Okay, Mr. Bachele, we hold all the documents in relation to Jalan Kolong. If you are saying that
everything is here.
they met the financial requirement, they had a bank guarantee.
Yeah, during the bidding process.
They had a bank guarantee.
Yeah,
From which bank is that?
I really could not recall.
They have a bank guarantee. It should be easy to recover.
We see the.
Okay, we will wait for you to bring that in addition to other documents as well. So, actually, I have the voucher here. Let me show you for Jalan Kolong. Is that the voucher?
Pardon?
Is that the voucher for Jalan Kolong?
Yeah, that's the voucher.
You can turn there. It appears that there is a bank guarantee there. Is it from Zenith Bank?
Yeah, I suspect, but let me confirm. Yes, from Zenith Bank.
Okay, so the finding from the audit that there is no bank guarantee would be wrong if this is verified with Zenith Bank, correct?
Yes.
Or you want to say something?
Yeah, what I was saying was similar to what I told Chairperson yesterday. It is very unfortunate that at some point when the auditors were at the project,
Please come again.
when the auditors went to the project, it was a bit unfortunate that they were not made to see these documents. So it is afterwards that, especially like this list of institutions or companies that total to 78 million.
Yes.
You'll find out that 3/4 or more of them, had financial guarantees, but it wasn't made available for the auditors to inspect.
Mr. Bachele, you just provide the evidence for those. That's the most important thing. Not all that is stated in the audit report is a factor. They can make mistakes as well, or not even mistakes. You may not be there to present some documents, or when the request document should be not present.
Yeah,
present the document. So
that's
if it is not presented, they form an opinion, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it works. You are given timelines. If you don't present documents, they form opinions. But unless we see these people verify this with Zenith Bank, we applied to tender the payment voucher in relation to Jalan Kolong Enterprise. The voucher name is the number is 751. For the reconstruction, renovation, and rehabilitation of Crab Island Upper Basic School building. So actually, we will also need the documents in relation to procurement for Jalan Kolong.
The council, everything is here. The evaluation of the bids, the contracts,
You have it.
the approvals, all they are here.
You want to tell it now, or you want to sort it out?
No, we said during lunch break, he can take his time to sort this document so that we can admit them in order.
Very well.
Let me just quickly
Ma,
admit this document. Yes?
I'm just making an appeal because I like being to the point when it comes to these responsibilities, because I'm looking at the volume of papers.
Yes.
I think I beg you to extend it from today, because this is a lot of papers here.
All right. That is,
So let me tell you before
tomorrow morning.
before you expect me to do it. And then
Yes,
when the
okay,
time comes.
we will do that then tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so that maybe by tomorrow, by the end of the day tomorrow, we'll be able to give you.
But it's just you identifying the documents and listing it. That's all we are asking you.
Okay,
because we are admitting it.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
because we really want to know for each bundle what is contained in that bundle, so that we know exactly what you are giving us.
No, I 100% agree with you. But I'm just talking about the time frame.
Yes, I said we will give you till tomorrow, because
Okay.
you will be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. A payment voucher dated the 10th of January 2022. The payee is Jalo Kolong Enterprise, and it is payment being the payment is the first installment of 20% of contract price on lots 3 for the reconstruction, renovation, and rehabilitation of Crab Island Upper Basic School buildings. This document is admitted in evidence as an exhibit. And it is marked as LGC/BCC/MB/016.
As the commission places, is it time?
Yes. I just have one question, Mr. Bacheli. The partners, your partners.
Yes.
The expenses that you expended, whether it's on salary, whether it's on tickets, whether it's on allowance, was it also contained in the technical proposal? Please write it down and find out.
Okay.
And let us have that.
Okay.
And in any case...
You mean like, for example, I give you a case.
Yes.
Like when our partners used to come from Belgium.
I am just asking your partners,
Yeah.
all the expenditures you've incurred,
Yeah.
you understand,
Yeah.
For instance, I have given you an example.
Yeah.
The allowances, their tickets, etc. Was it contained in the technical proposal
I'll confirm.
and in the financial proposal?
I'll confirm that.
Yes, please provide those. Thank you. We will rise.